My very first cruise was on a Solstice class ship, but I have not reviewed one before, not until now, and I feel ready to make some educated comparisons between this ship and its older and younger relatives. As much as I can, I will do so whilst taking you on a quick tour deck by deck. But first, a quick intro into the ship. This is the Celebrity Equinox, the second in the Solstice class. Its maiden voyage was in 2009, its occupancy is 2,852 and it's 1,041 feet long. This makes it larger than the earlier Millennium class ships, and that means it can have some extras such as an extra specialty restaurant, but this also comes at a cost, as I will highlight as we go. Medical is on deck 2, but the fun and the cabins really begin on deck 3. Here you will find guest relations and shore excursions. These are important, but so is the passport bar, a favourite place of ours for a daytime drink when returning from a port visit. It is also a main hub of entertainment, as the floor space hosts many events that spread atmosphere up the main section of the ship, something that the Edge class ships, and to a degree the Millennium class, doesn't achieve to the same level. Deck 3 is also the location for Luminaire, the Sweet Guests restaurant. On the port side is the lower entrance to the main dining room, known as Silhouette. This is divided over 2 floors, and there are 2 more entrances on either side on deck 4. There are options to make reservations, fix time, or turn up and wait. The dining area is open for breakfast and dinner, as well as lunch on sea days, and also hosts certain events such as wine tasting. Deck 4 is the lowest of the fully fun decks. As well as main dining, you will find the ever popular Martini Bar with its frosted bar surface and occasional flair displays. Directly opposite this is Craft Social, a crossover between a sports bar and the old Cellar Masters. It hasn't quite got the full-on big screen sports bar feel as it does on the Edge class ships, but it does have that pleasant crossover feel. Moving forward, and the ship is divided between the noticeable casino on one side with its own bar and a selection of shops on the other. Fully forward is Future Cruises, giving the ability to make more bookings, a club venue called Quasar, a small cinema / theatre / event space called Central, and the lowest level section of the main theatre. Here you can enjoy a wide variety of high quality shows, including cast productions, as well as guest singers, comedians, magicians, aerial acts, and of guest speakers during the day. The upper level of the theatre is on deck 5. This time we can't go cold. I hear the streets of Molly. I know we can go. 'Cause we belong to something. Rising to deck 5, we pass the photo gallery area. The higher end shops selling perfume, handbags and jewellery, including Fabergé watches, this area also contains the Park West Art Collection / auctions. This is not to be confused with the wide range of artworks that are entwined within the ship. For me, the artwork is one of the lesser aspects of the ship. Whilst there's plenty of high quality and interesting work, there's less of the feature point, photo opportunity, landmark art that I have enjoyed on other ships, including Millennium class and Edge class ships. Park West is separate from this. This area also hosts the World Bar. Offset from the other bars and specialising in cocktails, it is a lovely setting, which I have experienced before. It is the only of 2 places on this cruise that I saw a bottle of Highland Park, a lovely whisky, once seen throughout the ship. However, there does seem to be a shift in the whisky selection towards American types, and a truly peaty whisky is very rare on Celebrity ships. Moving on, there is sushi on 5 on one side, and the all-important Café El Bakia on the other. Seating here can be a premium, and their coffee is premium as well. A valued and underestimated area that does a range of coffee, tea, pastries, sandwiches and much more. Passing El Bacchio and the small gelato counter, we find the corridor to the darkened but inviting ensemble bar. A well-stocked bar with perhaps the most comfortable seating on the ship. This hosts evening live entertainment, but is also a meeting hub and access point to other venues. First is the Retreat, a separate lounge bar just for suite guests. Second is Murano, a non-complimentary specialty restaurant offering higher end cuisine. Filmed here during an invitation-only high tea. Third, the corridor continues to the after the ship to 3 restaurants. The healthier Blue restaurant reserved for aqua cabin guests. Cuisine, featuring Petit Chef, in which overhead projectors show a fantasy show of your meal being prepared actually on your table before being replaced with a tasty reality. Then, at the very aft, with wonderful views, is the specialty restaurant Tuscan, a great place for steaks and not to be confused with the complimentary restaurant of the same name on the Edge class ships. It is also the venue for the Captain's Club breakfasts. Decks 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11 are primarily cabin decks of a variety of types. However, close to the mid to aft main lifts, there are also other communal areas, which includes an Apple iLounge suite, Team Earth, where you can find the desk of the Captain's Club concierge, a card room. This is one venue, but I also noticed that other areas, such as a section of the main dining room when it was not in use, Café El Bacchio, the Sky Lounge, and, despite signs saying not to, the Spa Cafe. Finally, there is the library. Despite having some cabins, Deck 12 is mainly public use and a busy deck. It is an open air and bright deck with the advantage of having a level of wind protection. It hosts 2 outside pools with limited access and jacuzzi tubs. It also hosts deck games, music and events during the day and at some nights. This is helped by the on-site pool bar. Moving past this, the interior solarium area with its own pool and hot tubs, and the small and healthy spa cafe, which does a very good light club sandwich. This then leads through to the front of the ship, where there is the spa area, offering a range of treatments and facilities such as hair and beauty, massage, acupuncture, the Persian garden, and much more, all at a price. It is also the way to the gym, which is a popular and well-equipped area which has its own small forward-facing outside deck, looking down onto the heady deck, which is not open for public use but is occasionally used by invitation to witness sailing in and sailing out. Another popular exercise area is just one floor up on deck 14. There is no deck 13. Here there is the jogging track, with the Mast Grill serving burgers and hot dogs on one side and the Mast Bar on the other side. This is a truly open area, but has two inside areas at either end of the ship. At the front is the sky observation area. This is one of my favourite areas and is a noticeable and significant loss in the Edge class ships. There is no alternative to it. This is a large open area with large panoramic windows giving great views of the open seas as well as port sail-ins and sail-aways. It is also a main venue for special events, activities such as quizzes, classes, music and late night entertainment. It is the place where I have witnessed some of the really best evening performances in what can be quite intimate settings. It is also a good place to meet the captain. Next door is a quieter and private meeting room. The aft of the ship on this deck is the Ocean View Cafe, the almost constantly open buffet area in which overeating is almost inevitable. A variety of good food in a buffet setting. It has bar service, its own small bar and a small outside bar as well, at the very back of the ship. It also has a number of small complimentary beverage stations. A set of stairs at the very aft of the ship or a quick ride on the lift takes you to deck 15. Deck 15 is split into two unattached zones. The very aft is the sunset bar, relaxed and windy, an open air area great for sailaways and host to a smoking area. Moving slightly forward, one reaches the real grass lawn with the outside movie screen, pay-to-rent cabanas and the wonderful hot glass area. Here you will also find the photography studio and a rather disappointing whiskey room. I say disappointing because I have never seen it open on any of the ships I have been on. Same deck but separated by nothing but air, deck 15 starts again at the front of the ship. A lift will take you through to where you'll find the two children's clubs areas, two areas divided by age groups and privately secure from other guests. The rest of this deck, accessible only by stairs, is for observation of the sea, sunbathing, or using the sports court, and yes, they do play pickleball. Stairs on either side lead to the retreat deck. This is the only area on deck 16 and is exclusively for the use of suite guests.